horror movies, the scariest category of movies out of all movies. We've all seen one at least once. And if you've not, then some of us have seen one at least once. Today we're going to be deciding which WWE superstars would last the longest in one of these horror movies. And if you've not seen a horror movie yet, definitely go watch one. Or if you don't like horror movies, then maybe don't watch one because they are kind of scary. So alright, so just a brief rundown of what we've got going on here. We have how long each WWE superstar would last in a horror movie. Of course, at the top, we've got the entire movie. So this superstar would not die. They would outlast the villain, the killer, whoever the bad guy is. Obviously, at the bottom, we've got dead immediately. Dead upon entrance. Like, these people, you wouldn't even get to see them for a second in this movie. Like, they are dead as soon as they get on set. We will not be doing NXT today. I'm just going to do Raw and SmackDown. But if I feel like doing NXT, maybe I'll throw in some NXT people. We've got the 2025 roster here. Let's get straight into it. Starting off with AJ Styles. I think AJ Styles will give this horror movie a very, very good run for his money. I don't think he lasts the entire way. I feel like at some point he'd do something stupid, or maybe he'd get like screwed over by someone. But I will go for a solid 1 hour starting off with AJ. Up next, we have Austin Theory. I mean, he's got Theory in his name. Clearly a smart guy. Is he a smart? Is his character a smart guy? I actually don't know why he's called Theory. He doesn't strike me as someone who would last like crazy long, but I don't think he'd be immediately out. So I'll give him like a middle ground 30 minutes. Up next, we have the badass Bron Breakker. Now, Bron Breakker is a very, very interesting one because he might be one of the most like brutal, powerful people on this list, right? But I feel like he just do some dumb shit. Like, he's the type of guy who his head will take him, and like once his head takes him, luckily he's got like the vision to hold him back now. Like, you can see when Bron's head takes him, but like Seth Rollins tries to hold him back. Without Seth Rollins holding him back, he's charging straight for the killer and getting his ass whooped within like the first 5 minutes of the horror film. Up next, we have the other part of the Brons. We have Bronson Reed. A kind of similar vibe to Bron Breakker, but I think he's got like a bit more wits about him. I still think he's a bit too stupid to like make it far enough in a horror film, but I think he's just got a bit more wits about him than Bron to like charge straight for the killer. So for that reason, I'll go for a solid 30 minutes on Bronson Reed. Up next, I might even do Brutus and Julius together because they're like kind of the same person to me. You know, like, let's just quickly talk about this for a minute. They've been on the roster now for maybe even over a year, honestly, and there's been no attempt to like differentiate Brutus Creed and Julius Creed. Like, name me one difference between the two people. Like, what makes them a different person? They're like a copy and paste of the same person, just one's big and one's little. Or maybe that's what they're going for, honestly. But anyway, I'm doing these together. Brutus Creed, Julius Creed. I feel like they share one brain cell. I'm gonna put them in the 5-minute category, honestly. Up next, we have the Master Manipulator. Maybe one of the smarter people we have on this list, and that'd be Chad Gable. I think he goes a solid hour, purely just based off like his intelligence, how smart he is. I just think, and I will also say this for AJ Styles, I think they're two smaller guys, so if they did get into any altercations with the killer, with the bad guy, I don't think they could quite hold up like in a physical fight. I think there's a couple people who I will get onto on this list who, if it came to it where there was actually like a confrontation with the bad guy, I think some of these could genuinely hold up. Chad Gable and AJ Styles not being those guys. Next, we have CM Punk, another guy who has his wits about him. I feel like he's another guy, however, whose head would take him. This time though, I don't think it would go his way, and I'm gonna put him in the 30-minute category, honestly. Cruz del Toro, we're talking a luchador. We're talking to someone who all they can do is fly about. I think Cruz del Toro is immediately dead. I mean, he has nothing intimidating about him, not particularly a smart character. Dominic Mysterio is dead on sight. Dominic Mysterio is dead the second he comes on set. I mean, if he is not able to hide behind Rhea Ripley, if he is not able to hide behind Liv Morgan, they're coming for his ass immediately. Dominic Mysterio is only effective, is only powerful when he is hiding behind someone. The second you throw Dominic into the front line, that is the end of Dominic Mysterio. Up next, we have Dragon Lee. Don't really care for him. I reckon he probably lasts 5 minutes. Nothing too special about him. El Grande Americano. Honestly, I want to say immediately dead, but like maybe they could use their like multiple personas to trick the killer. I don't know. They've got some, you know what? They have got some kind of like smarts going on, because they've got us on ropes right now. Like they've got the whole crowd thinking this is 3 different people. Like the crowd is thinking, oh, this is Butch. Oh, this is Ludwig Kaiser. Oh, this is Chad Gable. The whole time is Omos, and no one has absolutely no idea. So I think honestly, El Grande Americana lasts the whole movie. I think we've got our first superstar in the whole movie. For someone like Omos to be able to outsmart the entire WWE universe in such a way to like have them thinking this is all these different people, even multiple characters at once. Tell me that's not the whiz that will get you to survive a horror film. Easy survive the whole movie. Up next, and again, I'm gonna do the same. Eric and Ivar will bunch them together. Combined brain cell, but maybe the 2 most powerful that we've seen so far. So I think if we're talking power, the whole movie, I think they could physically take on any killer. Like they would dominate the killer. However, we are talking a combined brain cell between the 2. I'm gonna go 30 minutes. I think they will ultimately do something stupid that just like throws their entire game plan. I think they're all fight, no brains, and for that reason, I think yeah, they're landing in the 30-minute Bronson Reed category. Finn Balor. You know, I'm actually gonna have to do a bit of thinking about the character of Finn Balor, because Finn Balor is a smart character. Finn Balor is absolutely a leader. Finn Balor is not as physical as the other guys though. Like Finn Balor could get just blown away. Like he's not particularly sizable. He's a technical wrestler, which just will not hold up in a horror film, you know, if ever confronted by anyone. I'm gonna put him in the 1 hour category with the other smart guys. Like they're smart, but they're just not quite powerful enough to take down anyone. And again, I think between AJ Styles, Chad Gable, and Finn Balor, we've got 3 leaders. We've got 3 people who, you know, can make good decisions, who can control a group, who can get people to do the right thing. And that's what we need in a horror film. Up next, we have the Aussie icon in Grayson Waller. I think he's pretty quickly dead. I'll put 5 minutes. No, you know what? Grayson Waller's immediately dead. He's kind of like a Dominic Mysterio vibe, where like Grayson Waller's one of them where like if he's got no one in his corner, he's kind of a wuss. Like I think he would just be too scared to make it anywhere in a horror film. Okay, now these are the people that I was talking about. Now we have the big dogs. Now we have the people who fear nothing. We have someone who, you know, has his wits about him, fears nothing, is a leader, you know, like maybe like the most alpha male dominating figure we've had so far. I think Gunther makes it the whole way in this movie. I think with El Grande Americano, now these will be in 2 separate movies for sure, but yeah, I think Gunther makes it the whole way. You know what? Let me know in the comments if you think Gunther would make it the whole way. I think Gunther can do it, you know. I think Gunther can make it all the way to the end of the film. In a similar category of just like badass, do not give a shit people, we have Ilya Dragunov. First of all, where has that guy been? Second of all, where would that guy be in terms of surviving in a horror film? I don't think he's in either of these 2 bottom categories. I'll put him in a 30 minutes. Mr. Big Head himself, JD McDonough. I feel like he's slightly less alpha male than Finn Balor. I think he has slightly less wits about him. Obviously, well, not obviously. I don't know if this is 100% true, but I would personally say JD McDonough is a lot less powerful than Finn Balor. Also, he's not a leader. Finn Balor is, in my opinion, right now the leader of Judgment Day. I think JD McDonough is very much a follower, will do whatever Finn Balor says, and I think that might be ultimately what would get him killed. Just the fact that like he doesn't think for himself, he would just follow everything that Finn Balor would say. Like, I don't want to be the guy that says it, but he's low-key a #1 Finn Balor meat rider. Hey, I'm gonna put him in low 30 minutes, honestly. Up next, we have main event Jey Uso. I'm contemplating whether I put Jey Uso with him. I feel like they are 2 completely separate characters at this point, but we'll bunch them together and we'll say the pros and cons of each of these 2. Now let's start off with Jey Uso. Jey Uso is a superstar that is only there because like of his drip of his swag. Like he's just a cool guy, but outside of being a cool guy, he doesn't really have anything else to offer. The reason he's here now is purely because of his family, not because of his own grind. And again, the reason he became a world heavyweight champion, and I'm not disagreeing with this, I think he was like a cool looking heavyweight champion, but I'm going back to that word cool. He's there because he's cool. He's not there because he's powerful. He's not there because he's smart. He's not there because he's a leader. He's there because he's cool. And for that reason, I'm gonna have to put Jey Uso in the 5-minute category. I think he's dead relatively quickly. When he's not got got his bloodline with him, when he's not got Roman Reigns in front of him, when he's not got Jimmy Uso by his side, I don't think he holds up. And in a similar vein, I'm gonna say Jimmy Uso's kind of there. I think he actually would outlast Jey Uso by a little bit, but not enough to be in the 30-minute category. So I'm just gonna put him a bit above Jey Uso right now. Joaquin Wilde, he can be with Cruz del Toro. I mean, he's dying immediately. Kofi Kingston, yeah. Logan Paul. Logan Paul, too cocky for his own good. I think he would do some shit where like he would act all like arrogant in front of the killer and just get himself immediately killed. I'm gonna put Logan Paul in immediately dead. I think his ego would get the best of him in a horror film. Ludwig Kaiser, he would for sure be hiding behind Gunther the whole time, taking Gunther's lead, whatnot. As a solo superstar, I mean, he's a smart guy, man. I'm not gonna take that away from Ludwig Kaiser. He's a smart man. I'll put him in the low 30-minute category, honestly. Otis, all brawn, no brain. I mean, Otis has kind of gone from being on weekly television every week with Chad Gable in the Alpha Academy to just being the ultimate jobber. I don't know, man. If we're talking about Otis, I'll put him in the 5 minutes. Penta Zero Miedo. I feel like I've got this recurring theme right now with like putting all of the luchadors like in the dead immediately category. I don't want to do that for Penta because Penta's a real life badass. If you've not checked it out, check out his episode with Sheamus on the Chaotic Warrior workouts. This man has like a completely torn bicep, right? Like his whole bicep is just torn and he's still just like hitting the craziest, like heaviest sets on dumbbell. Like he's giving Sheamus a run for his money, mind you, at this point. Like Sheamus can't physically lift half of this stuff and he's doing it with a torn bicep. And Sheamus goes like, oh, why haven't you seen anyone about that yet? He said it doesn't matter to him. Like he don't care. He has a torn bicep and he doesn't care about it. Like he's a sick man. Honestly, I'm gonna put him in the 1 hour. Penta is a sick man and he will survive an hour in this horror movie. Pete Dunne is another badass, you know. I think he's been booked pretty badly on the main roster, but like I'm sure you guys obviously know his like NXT work, his NXT UK work. He's a badass and I think he lasts a high 30-minute in a horror movie. Rey Mysterio, the smallest guy here. We'll put Rey Mysterio in the immediately dead category. I mean, he could just get blown away by wind, honestly. It doesn't take much to eliminate Rey Mysterio from a horror movie. Okay, now this is a category of people I've been talking about. You know, your Rusevs, your Gunthers, your Sheamuses. These are people who, like, they wouldn't even need to be confronted by a killer. Like, Rusev would actively just go up to the killer and beef that man. Like, Rusev does not give a shit. Rusev is fighting that man without even thinking twice. I'm gonna put him in the hour. Even though Rusev isn't all brain. I don't think Rusev is brain at all. Rusev is all fight. No fear whatsoever. You've seen the SmackDown Rusev has put on Sheamus, so you can only imagine the SmackDown Rusev would put on a killer, bro. Seth freaking Rollins, another one of those, like, he's powerful, but he's a coward. Like, again, the reason he's feeling so dominant right now is because he's got Braun in front of him. Because he's even got his wife now in front of him. Like, Seth Rollins alone is not a badass. Seth Rollins is a bitch for real. And I'm gonna put Seth Rollins in immediately dead. I think he's just a bitch and I think he would die immediately. Up next, we have Sheamus. Now, I would rank Sheamus with Rusev if Rusev did not dominate the crap out of him in the last couple matches. I mean, Rusev, I don't know the numbers, but I feel like Rusev has beat Sheamus in the last like 4 out of 5 times they've met. So for that reason, immediately, Sheamus cannot be up there with Rusev. I think Sheamus is still a high 30-minute, definitely above Austin Theory as well. But I don't think he hangs with Rusev, man. I don't think he survives. Up next, we have oh, I pray for this man. We have Akira Tozawa. Yeah, I want you guys in the comments right now to put prayers for Akira Tozawa. However short everyone in this dead tier has lasted so far, take 5 minutes off, take 10 minutes off. Akira Tozawa ain't even making it to the set. Akira Tozawa isn't even waking up in the morning. Akira Tozawa is dead before he even wakes up. Akira Tozawa is the worst on this list. He is the ultimate jobber. He is the weakest link. He is the most stupid superstar. Like, he is just everything you don't want in someone in a horror film. Penultimate superstar, we have Tyler Bate, another short king, a very small superstar, no power, honestly nothing really to offer. I think he might be a bit smart, but I think he's dead immediately. And finally, we have Xavier Woods. Well, that was that was a video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this and would like to see, and yeah, if this video hits like 100 likes or something, I'll do the SmackDown Superstars next. Yeah, thanks for watching. Okay, you win. Goodbye.